Hi.
Hi. I was here
Yoda.
already.
I'm
That's
Yoda. I'm a
Yoda,
runner
I'm
for this
Jihkie.
game. Okay, and this is Kirby Air Ride. Pear Strike might be jumping in a minute. So, I don't know. Should we wait for him or? I don't know. Hey, let's just start. If he jumps in, he jumps in. Oh, hi, Pear.
Hey!
Hi, Pear.
What's up, Air Ride boys?
Pear's a bit,
This is Pear. Pear, introduce yourself.
bit quiet.
Hi, I'm Pear Strike.
The second place
Hi, Pear
holder
Strike.
of this category.
The second place holder! The silver medalist! Of all time.
Alright,
Oh.
I think we're good. We're good.
Wait,
Alright.
are we live?
Yes,
oh,
we
wait.
are live.
Wait, Pear needs the direct link.
Yes, please.
Mouse, do you have that? Oh, hold on.
Yeah, sure, 1 second. If you've already supplied him with it, that's good. If not, here's the link.
Thank you.
It's speedrun 02, he said. So go to that one. It's gonna be really choppy, so...
That's okay. As long as I can tell what's going on, it's fine.
Alright,
Okay,
so
we're good to go?
brief about this game. There's one button, and it makes you go slower.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know. Wait. Oh shoot, we should probably start the timer. Sorry about that.
Wait, oh wait, did you start? You didn't? Wait.
I can
I
see.
started.
Alright, let's not... Okay,
All right.
yeah, wait, Jihkie. Come on, we gotta do a countdown. We gotta okay.
All right.
Take two.
3, 2, 1,
2,
go!
1.
Yay!
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 Dale
There.
Block.
Alright, Dale Block. So this is Air Ride all tracks. There's 9 tracks in Air Ride mode.
Oh wait.
He's gonna be going through all of them in order. With,
In order? Come on.
Yeah.
This guy's losing so
Non-optimal.
much time on menuing. Ugh.
I haven't adapted past order strats.
That's alright because we go by IGT in this run, so menuing really doesn't matter anyways.
Yeah. So,
Oh,
like
God.
Jihkie said,
What is
the
this?
one button, it makes you go slower.
high.
But with this specific machine, he's going to be using several different Air Ride machines throughout the run. This one, if you hold that one button for long enough, you get a massive boost at the end. So he's going to be using that to initially get a lot of momentum. And use the sword power-up. We mentioned power-ups. Well, he used sword once, but basically power-ups in this game, if you suck an enemy up, you can do different abilities. And basically, needle and sword are going to be the most useful ones in this game. Because
Alright,
if you
now
kill
we're
enemies,
using
you get
Scooter.
speed boosts. Yeah, kill enemies, you get speed boosts. So that's going to be the main mechanic of getting a lot of speed. And now,
Right.
okay, so that was Plant Haste. That goes by pretty fast. Now, Scoot Boys, Pear. I think you have more experience on this, so I want. go
Yeah,
for it.
as you know, someone who held the world record for this track.
For 3 days.
No, it was 6.
Oh, so close!
Almost made it to a week.
Almost
Yeah,
did
so this track is all about
Swag
the big
dash, swag
jumps.
dash.
Wait, did
I
he do it?
almost
I
did
can't
it.
see.
Ah.
Oh, that's.
Oh,
Oh
wait.
my God!
Everyone in
I
chat,
got
please-
stuck on the
please,
wall.
Please post your tryhards for the Swag God Trihex.
So there's like 2 spin dashes you could really do in this whole level.
We have to explain
Spin
what spin
dash.
dashes are.
I will. Let me talk about swag dash first. That's the most important one. And then the swag dash is a spin dash that you do that's really risky and you can die. And there's only like 4 places to die in this, in any of these tracks. So that's very impressive that you can even die. But so the spin dash basically is you spin and you boost on a wall at the same time at like a certain angle, like pointing towards into the wall. You hold it for basically a second and then you let go. You let go of the control stick a little bit before you let go A, so you get a lot of speed coming right off the wall. So yeah, that's basically... You could do that over and over. We do that on straight walls and like straightaways and stuff, so...
And that's
basically that.
That one mechanic is what makes Scoot the Brawl Meta Knight of this game.
It's
because
true.
Scooter is the only machine that can do this trick, which means it's the most optimal machine in basically all of the tracks.
Not only that, though, its jumps are really good. I mean, that's like what carries it through this level.
Because not only do you get a lot of speed
Alright,
from spin dashes,
I'm
you
gonna
can carry that
interrupt you.
throughout the air.
Last try. Nope, we didn't get it.
No swag dash.
Almost got it
alright.
the first time.
You have
though.
forsaken Trihex, the swag god. What are you doing?
I know.
I
I
didn't
was
see enough
really like,
tryhards in chat though. That's
Yeah,
That's
he
why.
didn't give you the power.
their guys' fault. Not enough Dale hards. That's the new meta, dude. That's the new 2016 meta is posting Dale hard during that.
All right, so this track you actually don't see a lot of spin dashes compared to some of the other tracks. So this track is fast with
What, Sandula?
just because of the jumps and everything. No, I'm still talking about Valerian.
Oh,
There's like only slide dash. But yeah, once we're
Agreed.
getting
Also,
this Sandula now, you're
speaking
gonna
of
see a lot more
track
stuff like
names.
that.
Speaking of track names, this
Oh,
is a
yeah.
Japanese version, so we do get the better Japanese names. They are objectively the better names.
Yes.
100% agree. And anyone who says that that's not true is an idiot, and they don't know what they're talking about.
Sandula, Galax.
Yeah, the ones we've
Steel
seen so
Organ.
far, we've seen Plantace, and then Valerian, and then Sandula. Their American names are Fantasy Meadows, Celestial Valley, Sky Sands.
Sky
That just
Sands.
put me to
Sky
sleep,
Sands.
dude.
Oh,
I
wait,
had to
did
say
you-
so many extra syllables.
Yes, you got the tornado in this job.
Oh,
That's a nice
Getting
try.
the tornado
That
is
is not
sweet.
RNG, pair.
I never said it was. It was
No, you
Skazi.
It
Oh
is,
yeah, it was Scott.
it is
Okay.
somewhat
Freaking
RNG.
dumb Skazi. I
Alright,
knew what
so-
it was.
Yeah, there's some history
Oh, wait,
behind,
no.
behind that strat. Basically, the tornado guy, his spawning position is slightly random, and sometimes, according to one runner who thought that if it spawns too far away, then you can't get it, because if you suck it up, you automatically spin, meaning you save, and it's a bigger spin, so you save time with that spin dash. But actually,
wait.
no matter where it spawns, you can get it. It's just more difficult. So take that, Scalzi.
Okay, wait. I got this wrong. I need to explain this. This is very important.
Okay.
Skazi said that it isn't RNG, but it is. The guy changes
Oh,
in
okay.
2 different spots. The only RNG in this whole run, basically, the enemies can be spawn in like one of like maybe 2 to 3 spots, and he does.
They don't spawn at all.
Yeah, which can happen in large groups.
Yeah.
Which usually isn't that big of a deal, but you know, like we said before, you want to get a lot of kills. It gives you speed boosts.
Yeah, so if one of the
That's
swords
good, so.
doesn't spawn, it completely ruins your your spacing to get like different
Yeah.
like a chain of swords. Then you're screwed basically.
That's true, because another thing, I don't know if we mentioned it, but if you get 2 power-ups at the same time, then it will start the cycler, and then it's basically random for
Yeah.
what you get.
Like
So.
you saw throughout Sandula, Jihkie was just trying to get one sword after another. Bam, bam, bam. Always have a sword, always get speed boost. So if you miss one of those, then that's just like a large portion of the track that you're not getting speed boost for. All right, 205. That was definitely that was a pretty good time.
What was your first 2 times?
Valerian was like a 230, which was not great. Fantasy was a 48.
Okay.
Oh, it was
Fantasy was
Yep.
it was
alright.
okay. Yeah. All right.
Valerian
so
was
Skolda.
not
I
great.
saw-
This is it.
I saw that my screen paused while you're like about to boost into a bomb, so I don't know what happened, but I hope everything was okay.
Alright, so
I forgot
yeah,
to
this
do
is
this.
Skolda. Usually I'm doing a lot more spin dashes. For a while, the most common machine that is used on this track was Slick, and you'll actually won't be
worst
seeing
one.
that.
No.
Shut up. Slick
Uh,
is Slick. And
Scooter
basically-
is actually super easy on this level, except for like 2 tricks that are basically at the end of
One
the
of
level
which
when
I
you're
forgot
passing
to
the
do
finish line.
on the first lap.
Which one?
I
The
forgot.
beginning
The
thing?
perpendicular spin dash.
Yeah, they're a little tricky, but everything else is pretty, self-explanatory. Also, we are running on the Japanese version, and in the Japanese version, there is a
not only
Japanese-only
does it have
strat,
better track names,
but there's speed tech. Which honestly, if we only got it for the track names, that would make sense. Also, but yeah,
but
so
it's a faster version, which makes it even better.
basically all
Alright.
the air rides go a little bit faster,
Ooh.
and there is a strat that you can only do in JP, where basically you hold on. I think we call it like momentum boosting or something.
It was super sliding. Oh no, it wasn't. It was something sliding.
Super
It was
charge?
momentum
I don't
sliding or something like that. Whatever. We never
It has
named
a
it.
cool
but-
name that we forgot. So
Because no one
basically,
runs
you
this
just hold the
category
A
anymore.
button, and you go through all these boosts.
You'll see it
and,
actually. Yeah, you'll see it at the top of the hill. If you hold charge like right off of a rail, then you slow down. You decelerate much more slowly, so you can carry your momentum all the way down the hill and through the cave. And you
then
can
it's
also, not only off of rails, but if you hold A while going off of a jump, then you put into the state as well, which we'll see on check night later.
Yep.
And right there, my sword ran out, and there's a period where you can't spin after a power-up runs out. So I wasn't able to spin in time to get the spin dash. Now we're
and
going
sometimes
to
you can't
magma.
like
What is it?
press X.
24.
land
Okay,
either.
no, nice.
That's fine.
Alright, I missed the fast boost. You release your boost at the right time, the beginning. I missed this boost panel. You can get up to, what is it, 117 kilometers an hour?
Yeah, wait, you talking about the initial magma boost?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
113.
okay, it's a weird thing at the start of magma where depending on how long you hold the charge button or like when you hold it, you can either get a faster boost or a slower boost at the start. And
It's a 7-frame window, by the way.
Yeah, and that can basically, if you're doing IL attempts, you just have to keep resetting until you get it. And you just have to deal with it if it's in a run if you get the slow one. So Jihkie got the slow one, unfortunately.
Fun fact, in the world record, they don't get it.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if it sets up for something or if they're just that stupid fast. I don't know.
It probably doesn't matter because he gets the cycle so early, the first cycle.
Yeah, it probably doesn't.
Yeah.
That
We should
could-
also mention,
Yeah.
this level is completely based off of cycles.
Yeah.
Mainly with the switch rail in the middle.
Yeah, right here.
Center,
Oh,
the
I
center
got
path
right
is
side,
the
or left path.
center path is the fastest. You always want that. Right path is the second fastest, and left path is the absolute worst.
And there's a
because-
bird in the left path.
F tier.
Yeah, the worst power up. You don't want to transform, so you don't want to get the wheel, you don't want to get the bird,
Yeah, those.
and you don't want to fall asleep, but, you know, it's alright.
Yeah, so that's part
Falling
of the cycle.
asleep
And
is actually not too bad.
Yeah, you can mash out of it.
Oh, that one. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
It's like 5
Yeah,
seconds.
At the end of the level, also the moving platforms spinning around are also
Alright.
cycle based. They don't
Right
matter
here,
as much when
boostless.
you're going for IL attempts. Oh, boostless. Here we go. Let's see.
This strat sucks.
You
There
suck.
you suck. Did
Did you hear
get
this
it?
abuse?
Did you get it? The string
I
cut
think
off.
you
Yeah, I
got
got
it.
it.
Ah, yay!
Yay.
You an AGDQ.
You're
Yay.
better than me.
Alright. So we're coming up in the end of Magma. The world record is ridiculous because you have to get a world record cycle. And if you're not, as good as the Japanese. We should also mention that the Japanese are absolutely insane at this game.
They run
Yes,
the town.
they have like a huge community where they just destroy the tracks.
Yeah,
They've been
have
doing
they have
ILs.
world records of every single track combination for every ride. So it's like 104, and they're basically all optimized. So
Yeah. They've been doing IL since like 2011, so they've
So if
had a
you
lot of
don't
experience and
if you
Very
don't get
good.
the cycles they can get on Magma, then you never get the record.
yeah, that's very true.
All right, Arun. All right, is he gonna get Ferris wheel? Let's see.
This level's very fun. This
Good,
Ferris
he
wheel
didn't.
messed
Good
you
job.
up, and also, did you do the David boost?
I tried to,
wall?
but I didn't really get it too well.
Yeah. Oh, we
that's
should also
that's a
mention
cool strat that David made.
that there's a strat slightly different than spin dashing called zipping, where if you have a lot of momentum and you you drive at a wall, or it's preferably at a turn so that you don't. Okay, sorry. You go the same angle that you would as a spin dash, but you never release, to go back straight, and you don't have to spin because you're turning anyway. And it's basically as fast as spin dashing, but it's just one less input.
I wouldn't say it's as fast as spin dashing. But it only works on some walls. That's the difference.
It works when you're already going around a turn, which makes it equally as fast as spin dashing because you never get.
Speaking
the
of the types
makes
of
it
walls,
very helpful.
there's what we call them hard walls and soft walls. Hard walls are walls that will bounce you off and you can spin dash on them. And then soft walls are walls that you'll just stop at
Yeah.
and
Yeah, there was,
cannot
a lot
spin
of-
dash on them.
There was a lot, it was if you noticed in Cold, I don't know if Jihkie missed any of them, but a lot of the walls, the starting corridors are soft, and a few of them are hard. So you have to know exactly which walls are soft and hard to be able to get the right spin dashes and zips.
So it's it's very well routed. We have things that we do every single time, and that's how it gets so optimized. Repetition.
Practice makes perfect.
All right, this is looking to be a pretty good air rune.
Yeah,
that
sub
one's
220.
pretty
Sub
well.
220 is usually a good time, so let's see if he can get that.
Also, very important to point out that Jihkie is playing
sub 215.
objective
Let's
best.
go. ILPB.
Oh, nice job, dude.
Oh,
Very good.
ILPB.
ILPB.
Wow, congrats.
Dude.
Very good.
214.97.
Yeah, you just got it. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Woo.
Put
Oh,
Flare
he's
Z
doing-
in the chat.
All right, I can't. I'm not. I don't.
I want to
do
see the
scoop
chat
organ
filled
runs.
with Flare Z.
Please play.
Let's
Flare
go.
Z. Where's your Flare Z? Come on. Okay. Okay. Pear, you come. I'm like, don't do scoot organ and run. So I'm. You can.
Wow, what are you, bad?
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah, so, well, first of all, very important, Jihkie is purple, which is the objectively best color in this game.
According to the
Uh,
AGDQ donors.
Yeah, because they, they donated for it during the AGDQ run. So, this is
There you go.
Scoot
There
organ.
you go. Flare Z's.
Yeah, oh my god. Very important, thank you.
There they are.
This is called steel organ. So this is another very important part where the Japanese name is better than the English name. The English name is machine passage. Japanese name is steel organ. Come on, it's a no-brainer. This level
You're stalling, so
has...
you don't have to talk about the actual track.
No, that's more important than the actual track. But the actual track, there's a couple spin dashes, especially towards the beginning and the end.
This track is very
You
spin dash heavy
get
compared
needle
to
a lot.
others.
This one's very fun. This is probably my
Jihkie, why you going
second
backwards?
favorite to do.
I don't know why I'm going backwards. I'm confused.
There's conveyor belt strats you can
It's a
do.
confusing level.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
almost
the-
tied your lap.
The conveyor
funny.
belt,
Oh,
the
I
conveyor
did.
belt spin dash is actually really difficult because you have to adjust your speed to get the right angle because you're moving back left and right.
And you have to react to when you release the A button prior to it. So it's like just a couple frames can make all the difference.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
is the
no.
cannon in this. Basically, in every level, there's like a spot where you're like
you
going
get
up a
fired off in the
waterfall
distance.
or doing a cannon. So that's like the big attraction. There's
Go
some
up a Ferris wheel.
Metroids. I really like this level though. It's super fun. It's very high inputs. There's a lot going on. A
Yeah.
lot of jumps, a lot of spin dashes.
I accidentally reselected steel organ. That's-
Sub 210. That's all that matters.
It's okay. It's okay. IGT.
Sub 210 is possible.
Yeah, it's IGT. Jihkie, were you the one who did the like 50-minute?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. No, he was trying to get exactly an hour. That was it.
Yeah.
Please explain.
So, in this game, in the all tracks categories, we time by IGT. So, any time spent in menus is not counted. That's the wrong rail. Okay, we made it work.
All right. His job.
We good.
Any time spent in menus is not counted, and that's because it also doesn't count the loading times, so it makes emulator and USB loading fair.
I just
So-
want to mention one thing quickly. While you have the plasma power up, you cannot spin dash. So spinning charges up your plasma. So you have to be very accurate with killing your enemies to maintain your speed. If you mess that up, you're going to be able for a long ride in the underwater section.
Yes.
Very important. Yeah.
All right, continue, Jake.
Alright, so IGT. So, menus don't matter. So, basically, I spent like 10 minutes in between each track just waiting at the menus. So, that didn't count towards the runtime.
Yeah, so he got a decent IGD time, but he was shooting so that his RTA time would be exactly 1 hour. I think he got like 59:58. So
Yeah,
you should do that
something like
again,
that.
to be honest. like have it be a good run, and then like your final split, right before your final split, wait like a half an hour.
Yeah.
That was a good meme. I want to see that on the leaderboard. Like
It
top
was.
5 with
Yeah.
like an hour or 2 hours. It's too good.
yo, our live feed is now perfect.
Yay! I can see what's happening in
All right.
real time.
Yeah. Okay. So
Hey,
yeah,
real
I missed
quick.
the...
here's a super slide
Miss-
we were talking about before. So
I
see
missed
how
the
he goes in the
super
air,
slide, though.
right? Oh yeah, but
There.
I think you saw in lap
Very
1, right
close.
after you go, if
Yeah.
you go over the jump while holding A, the tiny jump, then you will conserve your momentum a lot better. So you can just slide straight all the way down that corridor, and it takes
Yeah.
a lot of time. But it's only possible in JP.
And see how they're doing just zips right now or how Jihkie is because he has the plasma. That's another good use of zips.
Yeah, I think you saw on the first or
Unfortunately, it
second
didn't
lap as
go
well.
well because I got hit by the Gordo.
That's
So-
alright. I'm gonna
Yeah, because if you slide along that wall after hitting the boost, you can get like a super zip, basically. It's not really any relation to the super slide we were talking about earlier. It's just you have a lot of speed going into a zip, and it's just if you get the
Yeah.
right angle, then you're fine. But if you get the wrong angle, you're just gonna bounce off it. You're screwed.
Alright, super slide. Come on. There we go.
Yay, 2 out of 3.
Wow, dude, you're
I
spoiling
didn't
it
get
for
sub
me.
3.
Rip.
Oh, you're close.
Alright,
Oh yeah, and just
Spam
to
bulk-
mention,
spam
like,
Bulk Hogan.
Oh yeah. Please.
the
right.
ridiculousness of the JP ILers. Jihkie just got a 301. I believe the IL world record for that track is a 226, or is it 229?
8.
It's one of those two.
Eight,
228. Okay. Yeah. So it's 228. So that was 33 seconds slower than the world record, even though that was a pretty clean check night by the American community standards. So it's just you can see the massive
Could have
gap.
been better by my standards.
Now look at what Jickie's doing.
All right.
Jihkie is a
Bulk
smart guy, and he's not doing Scooter Nebula, which is the easiest way to not have fun in this category. Instead, he's
Very-
Well,
using.
I mean, it's the easiest way to not have fun. Like, unless, like, compare, you were doing. If you do Scubula the first track in your run, then
That's
obviously you're not gonna
extremely
ever
not
have fun. Yeah, that's the problem.
No, it's not fun later because then you lose all your runs to it. Anyways, Bulkula is great. As you saw, he went behind he went like backwards to hit this ramp. The thing with Bulkula is if you have with Bulk Stars, if you have like basically a full meter going off the ramp, it doubles your speed that you get from the boost when you hit the ground. So that's basically like we charge all the way going off the ramp and then we go super fast.
Well, basically, I think the point is that you're gonna get the same amount of acceleration no matter what if you have the fully charged. So if you're starting at 0 and you're going up to like say however fast you can go to, like maybe 70 or 80, it's much better if you go off the ramp with it fully charged. So when you start accelerating at like 30 or 40, then you're gonna reach top speed of like 100, like 100, which is way higher.
Yeah,
And then you can coast along the walls as well and maintain all of your speed, as well as
slightly left
Yeah.
while you're doing
And
that.
as well, because JP, you can conserve your momentum for longer, just in general. That makes this much faster than on the American version, especially.
It's fun.
Yeah.
And a lot easier
Just
than
going
Scooter.
fast with
Because-
Bulk is fun.
Yeah.
It is.
Because Scubula, the world record for that, I believe, is like in the 140s. That's much faster than this. However, it's just spin dash after spin dash after spin dash. If you mess one up, you lose multiple seconds. So
It's
the
hell.
world record's like, yeah, it's hell. The world record's like flawless with every one, and it gets like a 141. But that just shows the maximum capabilities of what you can do. So out of the 40 runners,
Time. Sorry.
if they
That
run
was
all
time.
tracks, I believe like only 4 people do that. That use Scooter on this. It just shows you how difficult it is. Also, time. So
What do we get?
Sub 22. Oh, so I'll just stream and see what it
So
finishes
close
at.
to sub 230.
Yeah.
At least you didn't miss any ramps. That's the problem with Bulk is you miss a ramp.
2154. Solid. Nice one.
Nice, dude. Sub 22. That's good stuff. Congrats.
So, like we mentioned before, it's only counting the IGT. That means USB loading is accepted, emulators accepted, or physical game copies are acceptable. So if anyone wants to run this game, you have all these options. Or it's an very accepting community. This game is fun as hell. So
It's
highly
super
encourage
easy
anyone.
to pick up. Like
Yeah,
you could
this-
you could do a run on Wingstar if you want. Like,
Yeah,
like one guy did,
there's
yeah.
no possibility of you not being able to finish a run, basically.
Unless you're doing no hands
Yeah.
percent, but that's beside the point.
That's true. I mean, that is the best category.
Yeah.
It's alright.
Alright, Pear, I think on his YouTube, just Pear Strike, he has beginner tutorials and advanced tutorials. So that's where you want to start.
Yes.
Just go ahead and check those out.
Honestly, I recommend watching the advanced tutorials.
Yeah, the advanced
actually,
tutorials are basically just better made tutorials.
Yeah, I agree.
I hope I was probably gonna delete my link, but I'm just gonna post your YouTube channel
Okay.
in the chat. And hey, didn't delete it. There you go.
All right.
Subscribe to
quick.
me on YouTube.
Real quick, just a quick demonstration of what Scooter Galaxy is all about.
Jihkie.
I'm terrible at this.
Let's do this.
Everyone's terrible at this. This sucks. So, from someone who's done this way too many times, specifically, you have to use the D-pad for this whole level, which is, you know, if you have ever used the
painful.
GameCube D-pad, you know that it might be the worst thing to ever be manufactured.
And
you
that's
have-
your main way of doing spin dashes for the entire game.
You have to hold right or left, whatever wall you're going into, and down at the same time to get the fastest spin dash. And then also for every spin dash, you have to release the controls or the D-pad right before you release A. So it just takes like way too long to get good at. But
Oh yeah, and especially the inwards turning thing, the turning turns. You have to change the way you do the spin dash. It's like, yeah, see, Jiggie's screwing him up. I can't do him right. Eric can barely do him right. No, that's...
what the hell? What the heck? I have the best out of Japan.
Doesn't even have sub 2. Wait, oh, you do have sub 2.
I do. Oh my god. This guy's
Did David ever
slandering my
get
good
sub 2?
name. No, he didn't. I'm good at this level, unfortunately.
I'm gonna consult the spreadsheet. I think you're
Good.
right, though.
I am 100% right. And then also each one of these curves is really dumb too. And very specific. You have to do something.
Yeah, like
specific
here is
for
a
each
soft
one.
wall.
Yeah.
Or you just
They're just
don't
different
spin
parts.
dash.
Like the turns alternate between soft and hard walls. So you have to know exactly what you're spin dashing off of.
You do.
Oh dang. Okay, Pear and Sanic are the only two that got sub 2.
You don't know what you're talking about, kid. I'm a legend.
Yeah, says the guy that has a worse magma time than me. Oh.
Yeah,
Although
that's the only
I
thing.
think that's like the only time that you have that's worse.
It is.
Hey, I'm
And
the only
Magma
one
is
on the
the worst
leaderboards
track.
with a sub 350 grass free run. I think that's really
Yeah,
what
you're
matters.
I don't think anyone could talk.
Dude, I have 355. I'll do ILs right now. That. And
Do
prove
it.
you wrong. Although I'm too lazy to set it up, but.
Grass free run. I love it.
Grass free run's the best IL.
What's your guys' favorite track in Air Ride mode?
Colda.
Colda?
Or either
Yeah.
Colda or Magma. One of those two.
Slick Colda or Scooter Colda?
I had so much fun with Slick Colda.
What's wrong with you?
I like
This
Slick.
guy
No, dude.
sucks. This guy's
It's because
weird.
I was the only one, like, because you sucked at it. That's why you hate it so much.
I was still the best at it, other than Sanic.
Yeah, but you went on a mad grind for it and you hated it as you grinded it. But you got like a 213 or 212.
But I got good at it.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh, thank God I can do Scooter now, and then just switched instantly.
Yeah, and I got good at that too. I'm a legend.
I think my favorite
Legend-
IL is
Legend's
probably either
second place, right?
Machine Passage
Revere
or
me.
the Sandula.
Yeah, I like Sandula a lot too. I would say Steel Organ or maybe Sandula.
Jihkie,
Or
do one
Valerian.
grass free run attempt right now. Beat your time.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah, do one. It would be a perfect lead into Top Ride all tracks.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna transition right over the top ride soon.
All right, I'll
This
go
was
to
Air
10
Ride.
laps.
This was Air Ride all tracks, by the way. Jihkie put it wrong in the category because he's a...
Hey, I
Goof.
put Air Ride all tracks.
No, you put all tracks. I saw it.
All right. Oh God.
So yeah,
Here's
then next
grass
is Top
free
Ride.
run. I'll
Wait,
go
you
up
guys,
to
you're
10
trying to
laps.
talk. We can't hear you. I'm seeing your thing light up in Discord, but we can't hear you.
Free run
I'm
is
not
only
talking
one
about-
lap, by the way, and time attack
Oh.
is 3 laps. Dude, this guy's using the free star.
All right. Sorry.
the
Yeah.
heck?
Top ride all tracks is gonna be run by our boy Pear Strike,
Yeah.
who, if he doesn't get us sub 5, I'm gonna mock him.
I might not. Get ready
Just
to
don't-
mock me.
Jihkie and I were talking about this. Just don't get eaten by Banatu when you're fine.
That's what I'm worried the most about. That's what I think is gonna happen.
And water, obviously.
Yeah. I was
gotta be-
Z-Russing though.
You gotta
Alright.
reclaim your top 3, dude. You
I
let,
know,
the,
man,
you let
one-
the Germans invade. The Germans have third
The
and fourth.
Germans did invade, and I got called out.
Alright, I think my time's just
Or
about
10.
up here.
Oh yeah.
So-
What did this guy say? Yeah, after 10 days of playing this game, I beat Pearstrike and Glock.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
What a legend.
Good job, Jihkie. Good run.
Thanks.
410.
Alright.
Boo. Okay.
Next up, we're gonna see Top Ride All Tracks by this guy here, Pear Strike.
Dale Block, dude. Keep it rolling. And then we
Alright.
got Nintendogs. Oh my god, it just never.
This is the best block, dude.
It's the
I
best
know, it's
block. All right, we'll see you in
beautiful.
a second.
All right, see ya. Thanks for having me.
See ya.